What's up, everybody? Yeah, you know what time it is. Some more $5 therapy. Before we get started, I guess I should do my editor a favor and, not make it so difficult with all this green. So let me change my wardrobe real quick. What's good? All right, now that I'm fitted and suited and ready to go, I want to shout out, everyone for tuning into the last episode and quickly address some feedback I got in the last video. I got some people that are very concerned, namely this guy Hayden. Legality of this? I'm a master's student at CMU to become a licensed therapist. First of all, L. College in 2022? L, bro. You should just be trading crypto. Currently seeing 10 patients under supervision. If I charged for services without my license right now, I would be committing fraud and never be able to graduate. That's the thing, Hayden, is you're a L. Me? I don't give a I'm doing fraud all day, every day. We'll just have just put some blinking text at the bottom. This is satire as I'm saying all this. What's going to happen if I go to court? They're going to say, hey man, did you really charge this guy $5 to tell him to break up? And I would say, yeah, I did. Because I'm built like that. Judge is going to let me go. Judge is probably going to send the guy who brought me to court to jail for wasting all of our time. He'll probably look at that dude and be like, you took this guy to court? Fucking L, bro. Let's get into today's pieces of therapy. Pieces of therapy? What the fuck does that even mean? This one is titled Therapist Arrow Stepmom. This is from Kylie of Virginia. Last year, I found out that the therapist, myself, my sister, and my mom had all been seeing for 2 to 3 years was sleeping with my dad. My dad called me one day and said, yeah, so me and blank have been seeing each other, so you can't see her anymore. Keep in mind, this is the same woman I was seeing to deal with the trauma from my parents' divorce as well as my daddy issues, LOL. I already had abandonment issues from my dad, and then she abandoned me, so that was awesome. That's the most disrespectful part about it, is she learned your deepest vulnerability, like your deepest insecurities and what you're most vulnerable about. And she was like, yeah, that's whatever. Deal with it. I don't know. It's just uncomfortable because I'm always afraid my dad's about to leave me again. And she's just staring at you thinking, you'd be right. You would be right. Or maybe your therapist is a hero and she thought, well, look at the trauma he enacted on these young women. I'm about to take him for a ride. Maybe this is a long con. Maybe she's going to take all the information that the three of you fed her, get deep into his soul, and break his heart. Or she's just going to suck his in Nissan Maxima. All right, moving on. Is there a brand deal on this? Yes. Whoops. Hey, everyone. You know what time it is. Sponsor time. We want to thank NordVPN today. Now, you all know how I feel about going raw online. And if you're doing that, you should stop. And a great way to protect yourself on the internet is NordVPN. Nord offers 3 different plans, standard plus complete, so you can guaranteed find a plan that fits your internet browsing activity. You don't want someone peeking over your shoulder while you're browsing online, right? Your internet service provider, whoever it may be. You don't want them collecting all that data directly from where you're at. NordVPN wants to protect you from that. With over 55,000 servers in over 59 different countries, you're guaranteed to connect anywhere. That also means you're going to have a fast connection no matter where you get plugged in. And for all my nerds out there, they let you use a double VPN. That means you can route your internet browsing through 2 VPNs, which gives you double VPN encryption, which means you can double bag it. In addition to encrypting your connection, they also have something called threat protection, which protects you from web trackers and intrusive ads. So if you're going raw online, stop doing that. Sign up for Nord today at nordvpn.com/Noel Miller. Again, that's nordvpn.com/Noel Miller. Sign up. It's risk-free because they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. All right, now let's get back to the video. Saving me for marriage. Dear Mr. Mixed Race. That's a new one. That's a weird slur to just kind of invent. Dear Mr. Mixed Race. This is the beginning of some Sinatra song right here. Dear Mr. Mixed Race, stop looking at my wife before I get you whacked behind a bowling alley. Dear Mr. Mixed Race, keep your eyes on the ground when walking past my family. All right. We got to get more. I broke multiple guys' hearts and they still won't leave me alone. Cyclone top right here.
Set and tops each sold separately. Burst rates vary.
I feel bad for you. Man. You didn't know you were going to be good at it. You had to find out the hard way. These guys on your front lawn crying, please. I'll do anything. Let's dive in. A while ago, I broke up with my boyfriend of 2 years because I was bored. Shortly thereafter, I discovered that no matter what I do, guys seem to be weirdly attracted to me. In the past year and a half, I've dated about 3 other guys and had a thing with multiple other guys as well. Each time I was the one that broke things off and often broke their heart or ended things in a shitty way. The strange thing is almost every single one is obsessed with me to the point where it's kind of pathetic. Yeah. Ruthless. Yeah, all these they like me. They like want to settle down and care about. And it's starting to become an issue. Even leaving them on red doesn't work. I get double texts like no tomorrow. What do I do? How do I get these guys to leave me alone? Classic hot person problems. Yeah, man, I don't know, dude. I just get bored of these chicks and then like I'll fuck around and they just don't leave me alone, man. You know they say don't stick thinking crazy, but it turns out they're all crazy. Am I right? This could have to do with the fact that you are blue balling several people emotionally. You know what I mean? You're firing them up. They're like, maybe we could be something. And then you're like, yeah, you know what? There isn't anything here. I'm gone. So then you just become like this, obsession in their life, which is scary. That's a complex problem, above my pay grade. So I would say marry them all. Start an extremist Mormon compound. Be one woman, 100 husbands. Flip it on its head. Run a small corporation. Have these guys build like circuit boards. Start a computer company. Start a car company. Make them build missiles. I don't give a get rich. You got a lot of labor just floating out there for free. Exploit it. Do the capitalist thing. You got all these men just like, please, anything. You're like, anything? Yeah, anything. Okay, nanotechnology. I want to beat Samsung. I want to build a better cell phone than Samsung. Yeah, that might be the way. Because look, worst case, they are like, you're nuts. I'm out of here. Best case, you're a Fortune 500 CEO. So I think you can go one of two ways with this, It's my advice to you. Now, this one right here is something I feel everyone can relate to. Being the big person, I can't relate to that. Or ruining his life. Hey, Noel and the rest of the team. Alex not included. She said that. Yeah. No, she didn't say that. That's how low your self-esteem is, though.
There's one that says that.
No, I believe it. No one likes you. No, just kidding.
Damn, now you sound like my therapist.
Yeah, there it is. That's right. That's what your therapist says to you?
All the time.
Really?
No.
Something you guys don't know is Alex talks way too much. I'm surprised you get any therapy out of her because I'm sure you're steamrolling her for the whole hour. Yeah, I'm sure she doesn't get a fucking word in. All right, though. It's all right. He lives alone, and it's a good way to fill the silence. If he talks loud enough, the voice will echo off his bathroom counter, and he feels like someone's there with him.
I do another voice for my cat.
Do you actually?
No.
Yeah. No. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
He's Italian.
Hey, Noel and the rest of the team. I met this guy like a year ago, and we really hit it off. Somehow, we immediately had a very strong chemistry. Learn how to spell. Don't make me figure out your grammar and spelling on the fly, okay? That's at least $25. You didn't pay enough for that. Moving on. This is on brand. Gay for my best friend. Hey, Noel. I just recently accepted that I was bi and realized that I've had a crush on one of my best friends for years. I hung out with her recently and thought to myself that I loved her. I'm like 90% sure she's straight. Parentheses, because she says she is. But that 10% of me thinks she might be a little gay too. I want to start dating people again, but I feel like it would be unfair to go into a relationship when I already have strong feelings for someone else. What should I do? See, I can confirm this. You definitely like women because although she has given you no signs of interest, you still believe that there's a chance. I'm just saying, did this cashier just say I have a nice shirt? Must be love, you know? My $5 therapy for you would be to just tell her in a not well thought out way. Just FaceTime her. You know, just get on FaceTime. Yeah. What are you doing right now? She's like, oh, I just, just cleaning up my place. What's going on? I love you. And just see how that goes. And that's it. From there, you got to figure it out. But that would be my suggestion to you. Just tell her on like a Tuesday afternoon. Moving on. How far is too far when cracking dead dad jokes? No such thing. This is like a whole paragraph here. Just keep going. It doesn't matter. Now here we have a very modern dilemma. I keep sending money to a girl who doesn't want to be more than just friends.
Been there, brother.
Simon. Hey, Noel. I'm a 23-year-old guy living in Belgium. I've known this girl for a while now. We met on Bumble. I'm really into her. And for the first couple of weeks, she was too. She's a broke law student, and I work in IT. This one time, she had to get her ID renewed because she lost it. It was like 20 euros, which is barely anything for me. Ooh, that's like one help desk ticket for me. Look at you, fucking big baller. So I sent her 20 euros. A couple days later, we were talking about what exactly we were looking for, and she told me that she wasn't looking for a relationship because she wanted a, and I quote, hot girl summer. And I'm totally okay with that. I'm willing to wait for her to be ready to settle down. All right, man. Anyway, I sent her money a couple times, not because she asked for it, but just because I feel bad for her not having money to buy nice clothes and good food and stuff. I'm totally fine with doing that. I have a full-time job and make quite a bit more than most people my age, but lately she started to hint at me sending her more money or just outright asking me if I want to pay for things, and that makes me a bit uncomfortable, to be honest. How do I bring this up? I know I set myself up for this, but I don't want to ruin what we have.
What do you have?
Simon, what you have is a girl that you talk to sometimes and you send her money. Nowhere in here does it say you've met in person before. Is this even a real girl? You don't have anything, okay? If you had a friendship, I don't think money would even be a discussion point here. You're just sending money to a stranger. Look, you might be a charitable person and you have empathy for people. You want to see people succeed. That's a great quality to have. Do that for someone who gives that back to you. Let this be a lesson in reciprocation. Actually, you know what? Send her $1,000. Send her thousands of dollars. That'll make you feel good, right? I mean, you definitely feel good sending her the 20 euros, so you should definitely send her a bajillion dollars. Send her everything in your bank account. This one is just titled, My Math Teacher. Hey, Noel and others. I'm just going to cut to the chase and say that I think my math teacher is depressed and it's driven him towards drug abuse. Well, that's a very American thing. That's I feel bad for the guy, but we don't know him, so nothing we could do is we just move on. What? That's how the government is. That's a standard presidential campaign. Did you go to war and now you feel bad? Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. President Noel Miller.
Yeah. Why should we be held to a higher standard than the government? All right, moving on. Alina, you want to answer one? Okay, just pick one. Boyfriend cheated on me and then paid for therapy sessions until I stole his money. What in the Dude, this is an Apple TV show right here. My boyfriend of 6 years recently told me he cheated on me. I was very upset, and he had offered to pay for my therapy. I was so angry when he told me, though, and made an account on Seeking Arrangements. On there, I met a nice older man who was so sweet and offered to pay a weekly allowance plus my therapy sessions for myself. I feel kind of bad for my boyfriend, but he cheated on me, so I also feel like he deserves it. Should I keep pocketing my boyfriend's money and save up for a new car? Yes.
Okay, on one hand, it's really nice that he confessed and then offered to pay for therapy. I think that's kind of romantic. But
We gotta get you out of here. They're gonna burn you down in the comments. They're gonna burn you. Okay, what would you tell her?
okay, break up with your boyfriend.
After you get the new car.
Don't get the new car. He did something bad, but he fessed up to it. Break up with your boyfriend. Move on with your life. Don't take anyone else's money anymore.
Yeah. Nah, that was perfect. Thanks for stopping by. Let's do one more. Boss crush. Or am I imagining it? Hey, Noel. So ever since I started this job, I've had a crush on my manager. I haven't told anyone I work with about this crush, and I've gotten used to acting normal around him since I know it will never happen.
Well, Cash knows.
Nice. Heyo. Cash is in here, unfortunately, by the way. I'm coming up to my 1 year mark with the company, and before, like 2 weeks ago, I've only had 2 conversations with the guy. But out of nowhere, he started talking to me regularly. Oh, hey, what's up, bud? And it's not small talk either. He'll ask questions about my life and my ideals and my hobbies, and we'll talk longer than we probably should. Do you guys work at Amazon? Why do you guys, like, you're writing this like you're under duress, dude? We're speaking while Daddy Jeff isn't looking, and I don't know if we should keep talking to each other. I don't want Daddy Jeff to send us to the packaging gulag. I try to observe how he talks to other people, but he doesn't have as long as conversations with others as he does with me. I low-key feel like we are vibing, but I also feel like I'm romanticizing our interactions and it's all in my head. Or just pretend nothing's happening or what. Thanks, LMAO. Drop the Cash App and I'll send you $5. Fuck it. A job is a job. You can get a job anywhere. And talk to him. You know, just ask him some questions. So, you know, do you live alone? You trying to fuck on our 3-minute break? You know? You want me to hold him?
No, but what are you wearing?
I was trying to give the editor, like, something he could cut around. It was a whole bit in the beginning.
Bye.
I think you can risk it if you think this job isn't going to be somewhere you want to go in the long run. And if you get canned because you guys pursue some romance, you could be like, hey, let me crash on your couch for a couple months while I find a new job. Then just never leave. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning into this episode of $5 Therapy. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.
I didn't come here to play, nah, I came with a plan. I'm the star inside my circle, I'm the pentagram, whoa. Making sacrifices just to get the land, oh. I'm trying to see how fast that hurricane go. Eyes burning, no sleep, hustle is OD. Collecting heavy notes, call that